ancient times, in a beautiful and serene village in the land of India, hardworking people lived together near a beautiful and dreamy lake. The captivating scenery of this village attracted every stranger, and many people from other lands were eager to travel there to see them. There was a strange tranquility in the village. Each resident was engrossed in their work. Although farming and animal husbandry were the main jobs of the villagers, they were also talented architects who could build the most stunning homes. The village's architecture, inspired by local traditions and culture, turned it into a unique place. In this dreamy village, a man and a woman named Oshish and Faria lived together. They were a happy family and enjoyed life together. With the exception of the fact that they were unable to have children, they were happy in their marriage. The absence of kids caused a permanent silence in their home, something that tormented them, and they had a deep desire for the voices of their kids to be heard throughout their house. One day, when Faria was busy at home, she remembered that they had guests for dinner, and many of Oshish's relatives would come to their house. So, she thought it would be best if her husband Oshish prepared the necessities for the party by heading to the market. Oshish, delighted by the news of the party and seeing his relatives, hurriedly went to the market. The market was crowded, with many people coming to buy goods and others selling their products. After walking for a while in the colorful fruits market, he suddenly found himself in the pet market. Oshish had been thinking for a long time about how to break the silence in their home and make Faria happy, but all his efforts had been unsuccessful. He was contemplating until he encountered some cheerful small monkeys playing together in a store. Unconsciously, among all of them, a charming and cute monkey with a yellow and red hat on its head and a strange necklace around its neck caught his attention. It was so weird, but Oshish thought he had known this monkey from a long time ago. He asked the shopkeeper for its name. The shopkeeper said its name was Atma. After hearing Atma's name, Oshish was sure that this kind and affectionate monkey was the missing part of their life and happiness. He was confident that Faria would be very happy to see Atma. Oshish took Atma from the shopkeeper, and together they walked towards their home. Atma and Oshish arrived at their house. Both came down the stairs. Faria, who was standing in a corner, saw the scene of her husband entering with a new stranger. She was surprised to see the cute monkey. Even more surprisingly, when Atma saw Faria for the first time, tears filled its eyes, as if asking itself, "Is this beautiful lady my mother?" Then Faria, with great joy, embraced Atma and welcomed it. Faria decorated a special room for Atma to make it feel happier. Days passed, and Atma's nice and charming behavior won the hearts of Oshish and Faria more every day. Atma would spread its toys in the middle of the room and on the ground every day, and Oshish and Faria would play with the monkey. On some days when Atma got bored, it would go with its father, Oshish, to the lakeside, and they would spend time together there. Days passed in this manner, and Atma's presence made Oshish and Faria forget that they didn't have a child until finally, God blessed them with a beautiful baby boy. They named him Anurag. Anurag, a very tiny kid, required his parents' full attention. He absorbed a lot of Oshish and Faria's attention, leaving them with little opportunity to spend time with Atma. However, the little monkey was not only not upset, but Atma also played with Anurag and always took care of him. Faria thought about going to the market one day to buy fruits. Anurag shouldn't be left alone with Atma, she warned Oshish. The monkey could hurt the baby. Until I return from the market, keep an eye out. Don't worry, I'm paying attention to everything, Oshish retorted. After a while, Oshish, who had been sitting in the courtyard and was tired, fell asleep. The deadly and terrifying snake that lived nearby noticed that Anurag's parents were not at home. Suddenly, wicked thoughts crossed the snake's mind, and it decided to enter the house. It effortlessly entered the house and began to wander around, looking for an opportunity to strike. Meanwhile, Oshish had left the baby behind and was dozing in the courtyard when Faria arrived home from the market. Suddenly, a strange anxiety and panic overwhelmed her, and she rushed towards the entrance door of the house. There, she saw Atma standing with a worried appearance and bloodied hands. She immediately thought that he must have harmed the baby and became angry. She shouted at him and ran towards the kid's room while the poor little monkey was crying softly and calmly. When Faria hurriedly reached the baby, she saw that fortunately, Anurag was safe and sleeping peacefully in his crib. She then remembered the poor little monkey and thought of hugging it and apologizing. But alas, it was too late. The little hero, Atma, after being wounded during its brave battle with the snake, couldn't bear the pain anymore and had passed away. Faria could never forgive herself for her hasty judgment and was regretted deeply. This heartbreaking incident made them remember the little monkey, Atma, forever, and they kept its memory alive every year. Since you've stayed with us through this story's conclusion, if you'd like to support us and keep us motivated to create more lovely and instructive stories for you, please consider subscribing to our channel, clicking the like button, and thumping the bell. Regarding our upcoming videos, we also appreciate any thoughts, suggestions, and constructive criticism. Please don't forget to leave your comments below. We really appreciate them and gain inspiration from your comments.